Today we're going to do second grade lesson 8 worksheet. So number one, which addition sentence best represents the picture below? So we see a picture with 3 rows of a certain amount of trains. So let's find out how many trains are in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 trains in each row, and all the rows have the same amount of trains. So, and there's 3 rows. So that would be 7, 7, 7. So basically, you're adding 7 3 times, and that's the same. That would be represented by A, which is 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals 21. Okay, number two. Which of the following best describes the drawing below? Let's count how many bananas are in each group of bananas. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in each. And let's count how many total groups of bananas there are. There's 5 here, 5 here, and 5 here. And let's look at our answer choices to see which best describes it. So A, we see that you're adding 5 4 times, which is 1 too many, so that's not correct. C uses 10 instead of 5, and D uses 3 instead of 5. So the only correct answer would be B. Okay, number 3. Erin baked some cakes. She arranged them in 2 rows and 4 columns. How many cakes did she bake? So the 2 rows are these two, and the 4 columns are divided up like this, with 2 cakes in each column. So let's count how many total cakes, or let's count how many cakes are in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if there's four cakes in each row and there's 2 rows, that will mean we need to add 4 2 times. So 4 plus 4 equals 8. And looking at our answer choices, that matches exactly with A. Okay, next, Matthew arranged some beach balls into 2 rows and 3 columns. How many beach balls does he have altogether? So the 2 rows are like this, and the 3 columns are like this, with bearing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 2 rows, and like it said here, 3 columns, and in each row there's 1, 2, 3 beach balls. So if we add the 2 rows and 3 columns, that would be 3 plus 3, which means that it's A. But it can also be represented in the amount of columns there are. Since there's 3 columns and 2 beach balls in each column, that would be 2 plus 2 plus 2, which can also be C. Okay, which of the following best represents the addition problem? 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. So we need to have 3 rows, and each row needs to have 4 cubes in it. Okay, so let's look at A. Are there 3 rows? 1, 2, 3. So there are indeed 3 rows, and is there 4 squares in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer for this one is A, because if you add up all the squares using the rows, it would be 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12, which matches up with the addition problem. Okay, next, which of the following best represents the drawing below? Let's count how many rows and columns there are. 1, 2, 3 rows, and 1, 2, 3 columns. So we need to add 3 times. So looking at our answer choices, it cannot be A because it only adds 3 2 times. C adds it 4 times. And D adds it 0 times because it adds 4 instead of 3. So our only correct choice would be B. Next, which addition sentence best represents the picture below? Okay, let's count how many rows and columns. 1, 2, 3 rows. And for the columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. So that means you add 3 8 times, or you add 8 3 times. So let's look at A. It's adding 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times when we need to add it 8 times, so that's incorrect. B is adding 8 2 times when we add it when we need to add it 3 times, so that's wrong. C is adding 3 and 8 differently, so that's just wrong. And 8 is adding 3, and D is adding 8 1, 2, 3 times, so that's correct. Aubrey was arranging pastries in a box. She placed them in 3 rows and 5 columns. How many pastries did she put in the box? So the problem says she placed them in 3 rows and 5 columns. And we need to find how many pastries she put in the box. So we can look at our answer choices and see the totals are 15, 8, 16, and 12. Those are our choices. And to find out the total amount, we can just multiply the number of rows and columns. So that's 3 times 5, which equals to 15. So 15 is in letter choice A. So that's our answer. Okay, last problem. Which of the following represents the addition problem below? 6 plus 6 equals 12. So there needs to be 2 rows and 6 columns. This one has 3 rows, so that's wrong. C has also 3 rows, so that's wrong. And D has 4 rows, so that's incorrect as well. D is the only one with 2 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. So this one is B. And that's all we're going to do for today.